Hello and welcome to another episode of today's GK. Let's begin with the practice question. Which of the following countries is the largest producer of milk? The correct answer is India. Every year, the first day of June is observed as World Milk Day. It was established by the Food and Agriculture Organization in 2001. India is the largest producer of milk in the world. Samarth portal, recently seen in the news, provides which of the following services? The correct answer is a common portal for the delivery of various schemes run by different ministries and departments. Option A. To improve the ease of living for the common man, the government is planning to launch Samarth portal, which is a common portal for the delivery of various schemes run by different ministries and departments. As part of the current government's vision of minimum government, maximum governance, the new portal plans to initially onboard 15 credit-linked government schemes. Consider the following statements. The establishment of the CBI was recommended by the Santhanam Committee on Prevention of Corruption. CBI comes under the administrative control of the Ministry of Home Affairs. We have to select the correct statement. First is correct, second is not, option A is correct. The CBI was set up in 1963 by a resolution of the Ministry of Home Affairs. CBI comes under the administrative control of the Department of Personnel and Training of the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension. CBI derives its power to investigate from the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act of 1946. The establishment of it was recommended by the Santhanam Committee on Prevention of Corruption. CBI is the main investigation agency of the central government. Which of the following articles addresses the topic of formation of new states? Option B is going to be the correct answer here. Article 3, that is, the Chief Minister unfurls the national flag in Hyderabad on the occasion of Telangana State Formation Day celebration. Telangana was carved out of erstwhile unified Andhra Pradesh on June 2, 2014 after a massive people's movement that lasted several decades. Article 3 of the Indian Constitution addresses the topic of formation of new states and alteration of areas, boundaries, or names of existing states. Windfall tax, recently seen in the news, refers to. It is actually a tax levied by the governments against certain industries when economic conditions allow these industries to experience above average profit. Russia's attack on Ukraine has upset the supply chain, pushing world inflation to uncomfortable levels. And one of the reasons for soaring inflation is the steep rise in crude oil prices. Oil and gas companies around the world are minting money, whether upstream, midstream, or downstream. Theoretically, a windfall tax on oil companies can be imposed in India. Windfall tax is levied by government against certain industries when economic conditions allow those industries to experience above average profit. Windfall taxes are primarily levied on the companies in the targeted industry that have benefited the most from the economic windfall, most often commodity-based business. Recently, the UN Habitat has identified issues associated with which of the following cities? The correct answer is Jaipur. Option D is correct. Recently, UN Habitat has identified issues associated with Jaipur city like multi-hazard vulnerabilities, weak mobility. Jaipur got an overall sustainability rate of 3 on the Urban Sustainability Assessment Framework. Based on the information collected for 87 of its 131 parameters, UN Habitat highlighted the following problems which are faced by the city. Moving on, weak access to the public transport system with less number of buses and poor route delineation, extreme level of drought during summer and also urban floods, lack green cover which has resulted in the urban heat island effect that has disrupted biodiversity. Island nations Samoa and Tonga belong to which of the following region or island group? The correct answer is Polynesia. Chinese foreign minister is on a 10-day visit to Pacific Island nation. Mr. Wang failed to secure support for a regional security deal, but he has inked a series of country-specific agreements on his trip. Pacific Island comprises 3 ethno-geographic groupings: Melanesia, Micronesia, Polynesia. Polynesia group of islands include Hawaii, New Zealand, Easter Island, Samoa, Tonga, Cook Island, Tuvalu, Tokelau, Niue, Wallis, Futuna, and French Polynesia. Let's see the map. Moving on. Etalin hydroelectric project is located on which of the following rivers? The correct answer is Dibang. Experts warn of biodiversity loss in Dibang Valley from the proposed Etalin hydroelectric project in a letter to Forest Advisory Committee. This is being based on the river Dibang, which is a tributary of the Brahmaputra river, which flows through the states of Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. It envisages construction of 2 dams over the tributaries of Dibang, Dir and Tangon. Moving on. Consider the following statements about Himadri. It's India's first permanent Arctic research station. It's located at the International Arctic Research Base in Svalbard, Norway. As both are correct, C is the correct answer. Compared to Antarctica, India's presence in the Arctic is more benign. Himadri, the abode of snow, is India's first Arctic research station, located at the International Arctic Research Base, Nilesund, Svalbard, Norway. It is located at a distance of 1200 kilometers of the North Pole, inaugurated on the 1st of July 2008. Consider the following statements about Purchasing Manager Index. It's an indicator of business activity in the agriculture and manufacturing and service sector. A PMI number greater than 50 indicates expansion in business activity, as only the second is correct. B is the correct answer. Manufacturing rebound sustains in May, according to Standards & Poor Global PMI. The manufacturing PMI stood at 54.6 in May, down marginally from 54.7 in April. PMI is an indicator of business activity in the manufacturing and service sector. A combined index is also made using both manufacturing and service PMI. It's a number from 0 to 100. A number greater than 50 indicates expansion in business activity, and a less than 50 shows contraction. Which of the following countries hosted Industry Transition Dialogue in Stockholm? The correct answer is India and Sweden, option A. India and Sweden hosted the Industry Transition Dialogue in Stockholm on 1st of June 2022. It was held as a part of their joint initiative, Leadership for Industry Transition. The high level of dialogue has contributed to the UN Conference Stockholm Plus 50, taking place on 2nd and 3rd June 2022, and set the agenda for COP27. Let's move on to the practice question. Which of the following planets spin anti-clockwise about their own axis? Venus, Neptune, Uranus. So the correct answer should be selected from the following options. Answer it correctly. We shall meet again. Thank you so much for watching.